Hey guys, it's me again. I noticed a lot of people were complaining that my first intro video, the words weren't matching up with my mouth, so I decided to do it over again. That's because I was using the stupid camera thing on my laptop, and it's cheapo, and yeah. So, okay. Intro. I am doing a documentary on, it's based off the Weird New Jersey books. I know it's been done like so many times. But it's basically like a documentary of me going to these places and being like, yo, what's up? And saying like the history and all that junk. And when did it all start? Back when I was in high school, I was in the media program. It wasn't like a program like after school. It was like you take the classes and like, you know, you do like it was like called Falcon TV. It was like, you know, you're saying announcements and like things that were going on in the world, and it was like they would show it during homeroom. They don't do it anymore because of the budget cuts or whatever, but back when I was a senior in high school, they still did it. But media became like this big thing for me because I just like, got real into it. Like I used to do like the sports stuff. The sports thing started because I was really jealous that someone got to interview the football coach, and at the time my ex-boyfriend was of like a big football guy, and he was like captain or whatever, and I was like, oh, I want to do the football thing. So I did an interview for the football coach, and it all just kind of fell into there, and all of a sudden I just fell in love with camera work and editing and, you know, making something that like you get like a whole bunch of film and you get to make something out of it. I thought that was like extremely amazing. But so I used to like, okay, don't do this because it's not a good idea. I was a bad kid in high school. Not like I did, like I got in trouble all the time, but I skipped class a lot. I skipped AP history. I failed that class. I skipped algebra 2. I failed that class. I skipped like every other like class except for media, and sometimes I skipped English too because I didn't feel like going to that class. But then I ended up, like, for me to graduate I had to get like an 89 on my final, and the teacher felt bad for me, so she gave me an 89 and I graduated. But anyway, I would skip class in like the media studio. So when I skipped class I went to the media studio, hung out, did my stuff, and one day I walked in there and my teacher, Mr. Thomas, had these books sitting on like the counter, and I was like, what is this? At the time, the other media students were doing a documentary on Atlantic City and things in Atlantic City that, you know, might not be there anymore. It was like the Steel Pier, Lucy the Elephant, and a Secret Lighthouse. And he bought these books called Weird New Jersey, and I was like looking through them because Lucy the Elephant was in there, so they were using those books as reference. And I was like, oh my god, this is really, 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 like, freaking cool. And I just kind of fell in love with them. And then I went on like the website, and like I was reading like all these stories, and then like I just like made it known. I was like, I'm gonna go to every single one of these locations and be like, yeah. Then my teacher suggested, he was like, you know, well, since you're really into creating documentaries, why don't you document it, or, you know, create documentaries for it. And I was like, that is such a good idea. So I have to credit Mr. Thomas for coming up with this idea because he gave me the idea. So I started I got the books. I like started reading. Well, I didn't buy the books. I got them from the library. My mom got them for me for my graduation present, and along with a camera and a New Jersey map. And so I went through every single story in this book, and my camera just shook. I went through every single story in this book, and I would like write down like where they were, what type of place it was, like abandoned story, or like a ghost story, or like a roadside attraction, or like something that happened in the woods, like I don't know, just like all those like different categories. And I would put a number next to it, and then where the number where it was, I would put a star on the town, and then write the number where what the thing is. So like, for example, like I would do I don't know, like a ghost, some like ghost thing, and I would write the story, like I would write what the name of the story was, the town, the numbers, so like number 37. Then I would take a little star sticker, go to the town where it was, put it on the town, and then write the number inside, number 37. So I organized like this, or I organized it like this whole entire thing. And it blew up to this whole entire thing, and I haven't been stopped doing it since. It's just, that's how it came to be. So this YouTube thing is just like a place where I'll like create like the diaries of the day, like a back. Sorry, my cat just totally like knocked, like shook the camera. Anyway, but this YouTube channel will be, you know, like a behind the scenes what happened during the day, and like kind of like I'll come back and I'll say my responses to the places that I visited, and it should be interesting. So check back often, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy looking at this channel and all this bright stuff. So, alright, I'll see you guys later.